Good morning, jr5. How are you today? Let's start to complete our lesson today, which is called the human urinary system. Okay, what does it mean by the human urinary system? Okay, it's the system that help us or help your body to get rid of the wastes. Help the body to get rid of the excretory wastes or excretory materials. And as we know from the last video that the excretory wastes are nitrogenous wastes as urea and uric acid and excess salts and excess water, okay? And also the carbon dioxide gas, but the carbon dioxide gas not expelled outside the body by the human urinary system. The carbon dioxide gas and some water vapor are removed by the two lungs during the exhalation process. So the human urinary system, it's the system that clarifies your blood. Clarifies means make it pure, make the blood pure, or filter your blood. Filter the blood or clean your blood. Clean the blood from the nitrogenous wastes, the excess salts and excess water. So the human urinary system, it's the system that clarifies or filter the blood from nitrogenous wastes as urea and uric acid and excess salt and excess water. Or it's a group of organs, because any system consists of group of organs that clarify the body or clarify or clean the body from the wastes and the harmful substances. Its location, it locates inside what? The human urinary system locates inside the abdominal cavity. Locates inside the abdominal cavity. As we know, the human body consists of two cavities, chest cavity and abdominal cavity. Inside the chest cavity, there is a circulatory system, but inside the abdominal cavity, there is a urinary system. So the urinary system locates or lies inside the abdominal cavity near the backbone, near your backbone. So what is the function of the urinary system? It filters the blood. It make it pure. It make it clean. Filter the blood from what? From the wastes. Like what these wastes? Like urea, uric acid, excess salt and excess water. And then expel these wastes outside the body. These wastes comes from your body in the form of urine. So, what is the structure? It consists of what? The human urinary system consists of three main parts, which are two kidneys, like this. They are two kidney, right kidney and left kidney. Two ureters. The yellow part or the yellow tube is called ureter. And urinary bladder. This balloon like sac called urinary bladder. So again, the human urinary system consists of two kidneys on both sides and two ureters. Tube extend from each kidney to the bladder and the urinary bladder. And also inside the urinary system, there is an artery and vein. Inside the urinary system, there is an artery and vein. What is the function of artery? Artery carry the blood containing nitrogenous wastes. Artery carry the blood containing wastes or containing nitrogenous wastes that enter to the two kidneys. So the function the blood, they carry the blood with wastes, with nitrogenous wastes. But vein, it carry the pure blood. After washing the blood or after cleaning the blood by the two kidneys, okay, the pure blood leave the two kidneys, which is filtered by the two kidneys, to the heart. Leave the kidneys, it moves to the heart, which pumps this blood to the other body parts. So the artery carry the blood with wastes, but the pure blood leave your kidneys through vein. Let's start to explain the main organ inside the urinary system. The main organs, they are the two kidneys. They are the most important organs of the urinary system because they make the filtration process. They are the organs that make the filtration process. As we see, they are pin-shaped organs. Like this picture, they are pin-shaped organs located on both sides of the backbone. They are two kidneys, right and left kidneys, located on both sides of the backbone. Okay? What is the function of the kidneys? They make the filtration process, like the filter. Number one, filtration. The blood from the urea, uric acid, excess salt and excess water, and then expel these wastes in the form of urine, or getting rid of the wastes in the form of urine. So they look like the washing machine. They wash the blood, they clean the blood. Okay, so they filter the blood from urea, uric acid, excess salt, and also excess water, and then get rid of or expel these wastes in the form of urine. Number two, the two ureters. Two ureters, they are two narrow tubes. Two narrow, very, very, very small tubes that extend or connect between the kidney and bladder. Connect between the two kidneys and the urinary bladder. What is the function of the urinary the ureter? The ureter, they transfer or transport the urine from the two kidneys to the bladder because they connect between the bladder and the kidney. So they transfer or they transport the wastes. These wastes in the form of urine to the bladder. They put it in the bladder. So the last organ inside your urinary system, the urinary bladder. It looks like a balloon, like sack. It's a balloon like sac that receives the urine from the two ureters. The bladder receives the urine from the two ureters. Okay? What is the function of it? It stores the urine. The function of the bladder store the urine. Temporary, not permanent. Not temporary. Until it's released outside the body through a tube called urethra. So the bladder, it's a balloon-like sac, okay? It receives the blood from the ureter. So the function of it stores the urine temporarily until it is released outside the body through a tube called urethra. So the urethra, it's a tube extend from the bladder. Urethra, it's a tube. This tube extend from the bladder to get rid of the wastes or get rid of the urine. So it's a tube that extend from the bladder and then opens outside the body. So the function of the urethra, it allows the urine to pass outside the body. Allow the urine to pass outside the body because it's a tube opens outside the body. We have to know in jr5 that the urine consists of water, excess water, and also excess salts and urea and uric acid. And each kidney contains about 1 million minute tubeless that filter the blood from the wastes. So it looks like a washing machine. They wash the blood. So the blood that contains wastes, that contains nitrogenous wastes, it entered the kidneys through an artery. Then the pure blood leaves the kidney, moves out or comes out from kidneys through a vein that carry the blood to the heart. The last part in this lesson, how to keep the urinary system healthy. Number 1, you must drink suitable amount of clean water daily, especially in summer, because the secreting sweat increases in summer. So you have to drink suitable amount of water. Number 2, you have to eat balanced, healthy food. Low in salts. Healthy food, low in salts. Number 3, keep away from irrigation canals like this. Stop washing your stuff inside the canals, inside the irrigation canals, and also avoid urinating in them. Avoid urinating in them to avoid the bloody urine. Bloody urine, this disease called schistosomiasis. Schistosomiasis disease. Look like the bilharzius disease. So keep away from irrigation canals and avoid urinating them to avoid the bloody urine. The last precautions to keep your urinary system healthy: don't keep urine in the urinary bladder for a long time. because these affect the function of kidneys, because it harms the kidneys and harm your urinary system. Okay, thank you, jr5. Goodbye.